the most beautiful nipples I've seen in my life.
Beards are guys' makeup.
Makeup can be dangerous. Yeah, I like event shoots. They pay well. You just don't have that creative control that I was talking about.
I'm actually using the wrong light this month because it should be pink. This is the month of breast cancer awareness.
Welcome to Unboxed Creativity. This is Emmanuel's new face right there, and we're all shocked.
This is Emmanuel version 1 before puberty.
And I love it, man.
Wow.
Valh, what do you think of it?
He dropped
Baby face Emmanuel.
like maybe 5 years, I'll say.
5 years. I'm back to being 21.
Yeah.
You look so
to your
much
first
younger.
birthday.
I will
tomorrow.
definitely check your ID. Excuse me, sir, can I have your ID?
Right?
People are doing that now.
Right?
Like-
People are doing that. A cop stopped me and he was like, "Sorry, sir, you're too young to drive." Yeah, I had to show him my ID.
You're like
They asked me for
15.
ID. They asked me for my ID at a coffee shop.
Whoa.
No, stop.
Can you give me a double shot? And they're like, ID first.
Excuse me, sir.
I'm not sure if you can have
You
it.
gotta at least 18 to have 2 shots of espresso.
Sorry, sir. You have to get out of here. We need some proof of facial hair before you can order something.
Well, no Venezuelans though. We drink coffee since we're like 10 years old.
Right. We drink everything since we're like 2 years old.
I know. I
That's
remember
funny.
my grandma will give me like café con leche, and I was like, I don't know, like 8 years old, 7 years old. I'm like, nice.
Yeah,
That's why coffee
same
doesn't
here.
hit me anymore.
Do they put like bread? Do they put bread inside the coffee and then eat it? Yeah, same in Brazil. It's good though. It's
Yeah.
good.
It's good.
It's
It's a
the old-
classic, evening snack you'll have in
Yeah.
some grandma or like auntie house.
Yeah.
Right after school.
That's literally my grandma. That was my grandma's diet for like the last 2 years she was alive. That's all she ate was just coffee and then
Yeah,
bread.
it's
Deadass.
two demographic use it. Kids and grandmas.
Yeah.
You skip it, you're
And
adult
then
That's
they
years.
go together. Yes.
That's so true because I haven't had it in like 10 years, and then I'm thinking about it, and my grandma used to have it. My great grandma
Exactly.
used to have it. Actually, not even my grandma. My great grandma used to have it.
You see, it's a cycle.
Oh, God.
You stop for a very long time and then
So be careful when you
get
start
back.
eating it, because then you're gonna be like, "Oh shit, I'm getting old."
Yeah, that's the thing. If you don't want to be old, just like don't do it. Don't eat bread with café con leche. Oh my God, yeah, I love it. We didn't know Emmanuel was gonna have the clean shaved, and he hasn't had it in like over a year, and I haven't seen him in a while, like in person. So last time I saw him, he had like a big ass beard. So we didn't know this. So we just tuned in and we're like, oh my God,
I think
who is this?
he surprised me last year as well, but it was I guess
It was in March. I did it.
it was in March.
Okay.
I
Exactly.
did it in March. I
We
surprised
were-
everybody. I saw one of my friends from high school yesterday, and he looked at me for like 2 minutes and didn't recognize me at all. I had to say hi to him, and he was like, "Oh, that's you?" I was like, "Yes."
Who? Your
Motherfucker,
dad?
That's me. No, my friend from high school.
Oh, I thought it was your dad. I was like, what?
Imagine. My dad would get a shotgun and be like, "Who are you?"
Dad, it's me.
It was his
Like,
personal
I don't know
house.
you. Out
That's
of my
so
house.
funny.
I don't know you.
I love this.
No, but it will be cool.
Guys,
Like girls, we
um,
don't experience those. We only have this face, and
You
well, we
guys
can
have
change
makeup.
that. Well, yeah, that's true. Makeup can make
Like beards
you
are guys'
look-
makeup.
Makeup can be dangerous. Makeup can be dangerous.
Yeah, I don't use much. I'm just naturally pretty.
There we
Right.
go.
But a lot of imagine I can just grow a beard and then just like shave and be baby Valhi again. I don't know. It's weird. It's so weird. For
It's weird 'cause
like
everyone
every
gets used to your
night.
face. That's
Exactly,
wild
because
about
like
it.
with makeup, it's like every night you remove the whole thing and you're back to whatever face God gave you. But I don't know.
I'm wearing a headband now, like, and then my hair's to the back. I'm gonna wear it on the next episode, and it's like the best and the worst thing ever. Like either you're pulling all the girls or you're straight up gay. Like there's no in between. And my dad, I mean, you guys know how it is for Latino parents. My dad, before I leave my house, either
Ben
his
gay,
joke,
Fernando, ben
yeah,
gay.
yeah. Either his joke is like, "Be careful with the ladies," or it's like, "Be careful with the guys." there's no in between. And he's not even wrong. It's so true. Like I noticed that. It's like one extreme or the other. So you gotta be careful where you go.
God.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. It's funny. It's
I think
funny.
my hair is like Val's length at this point. It goes all the way down to my shoulders.
Yeah.
think so.
Mine's
It
not
It
at
might
all.
be a
It's
little
just
bit
here.
longer because your hair is a little bit curlier than mine.
Yeah, my hair starts curling up near the ends.
It's
You have
funny
to
because
catch up, Fernando.
when you wear something like I know, right? I'm gonna tell Melia because Melia every time I talk to her, she's like, "Oh my God, cut it." I have
That's
a
my little
cousin.
tail over here.
I have a cousin here like that too. Like the whole time in the dinner, she was like, "So when are you cutting your hair?" Like 5 different times. I was like, "Why are you so worried?" The next thing I was gonna say was gonna be something bad, so I was just like, let me shut up."
Oh my God.
Like, dude, just whatever I said then would be bad. Anything. Like, when are you doing this? She would be like, she'd be like,
I
what?
know.
Instant triggered. Instant
I
triggered,
know. To Melia, I just said, when are you cutting yours? That was my answer.
Burn.
Yeah. And what'd she say?
She left me on read. I think she got sad. But it wasn't even bad. I just said she said, when are you cutting your hair? I said, when are you cutting yours? She's
The
too
same
nice.
day you're cutting yours.
She's too nice. I
Both.
can't be mean to her. So.
Right.
Yeah, I was just like, whatever. Anyways, guys, cool stuff. I'm coming back this month. I was gonna say next month. Coming back in like
Look
a
at
week.
him. He's wearing even a little shirt with Mickey Mouse. So excited.
Oh yeah, exactly. Because I'm coming back to Disneyland. So the land of Disney is actually Disney World, but Disneyland is in California. But anyways, coming back. And we're gonna do a lot of projects together. Are you guys excited? Are you ready to just send me back to Brazil? Are you gonna deport me? Are you excited to have me?
After a week, I'll probably want to send you back. So that week will be fun.
The first week, right? First week will be fine.
You'll be like, you know what? It's actually better on Zoom. Let's actually send them back.
I miss his face on my computer. I don't want him here in person.
His face is too close to my face now. In person.
Guys, we have a lot of projects that we're gonna work on together, separately. I want to talk a little bit about that. Val, I want you to start with a few things, and then Emmanuel can go in, and then I'm gonna go in and talk about some of the projects that I have going on.
So I'm actually using the wrong light this month because it should be pink. This is the month of breast awareness, breast cancer awareness, and it's been a whole year producing the documentary, and we're gonna roll now with Fernando as well. We'll see how he can just be on set and help us out with the last gather. We only have 3 interviews left, so we're trying to schedule those. I actually texted both of you yesterday about the 11th, so I'm trying to coordinate with the tattoo artist for that day. And
So basically, I get to America and we go shoot a documentary.
Exactly.
Pretty much the day after. Now the
No
funny
time
part
for
is,
rest.
the funny part, I have to say this, I'm staying at Val's place for a few days because my contract with the guy that's in my house, he has to leave on the 15th. So I hope he doesn't watch this, but the truth is,
But
truth
maybe
is-
after you, if you're not out of the 15.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, bro, you gotta get out of there by the 15th. So I have those 5 days, and I'm gonna do like 3 days at a friend, 3 days at a different friend. The day I get there, we shoot. So talk to us about that a little bit.
Well, as I mentioned, I don't know, a few episodes before, it's been crazy to schedule interviews, especially because, Stacy and Miranda, which is like my main characters in this documentary, they're being pretty busy with their life, with their studies. Miranda just finished her PhD, and Stacy started a whole thing in UCF, so it's been like, so busy. But we kind of thought about it because at first my idea was like, in October we're gonna have a rough cut, you know, like all the interviews and everything. But it wasn't like that. So a few weeks ago, I made up my mind again. I was like, you know what? Let's not put all that pressure on me, because we still have 3 more interviews, and I think the story is like developing pretty great. So it's worth to just extend it a little bit more, just because we have this one girl who's coming from Puerto Rico, and she still don't have a tattoo. So we're gonna wait until like we like kind of go full circle through the project itself. So that will take a little few months more, and it's good for me and like more peace of mind, so I can, you know, like just keep pulling through the story. But so this month is important for it, and we're gonna start another crowdfunding, and you know, just gonna take the time for start showing the first people that already you know, contribute to the project, to show them where we at now. That, you know, it's like, I'll say we're like 70% done with all the production side. So it's also for those who already put their money in the project, and just to show something. So definitely having you next day you come here, and we're gonna have one of the greatest interview, because it's Stacy, and Stacy, we love Stacy. She's amazing and so talented. So we're gonna just hang out at her store, which is Empower Tattoo, and then from there we'll see. Probably you'll be in the next one, which is Miranda, and it's gonna be over UCF. But we'll see that this is the one I have, and next week we'll see if they confirm for the other
So
ones.
Stacy has her own tattoo. She's a tattoo artist. She has her own shop, and she does all kinds of tattoos, or just related to breast cancer awareness.
Right now, well, Empower Tattoo is just for that.
Okay.
But she
So it's for
co-owns
breast cancer patients, or people that have gone through it and have already gone through the treatment and whatnot, and then they get the tattoos around that. Okay.
Yeah, they cover scars, or they do the nipple tattoo, which
Okay.
are dope, amazing.
Yeah, I've seen some
The
really
most
cool stuff.
beautiful nipples I've seen
Yeah.
in my life. Like real ones can't beat it, I swear. So, and that's what all the girls said. It's like, it's funny. It's hard to be honest and be like, oh my God, they're tattooed look better than mine, you know, like, but that's the point, you know. She does it that great that just make them feel it's theirs again. So yeah, super excited for that. And you know, I've been waiting a lot for all this project to happen, and I think the process has been just fun. So I'm so happy you're gonna be able to join us.
Yeah, I'm excited to be there and to be part of it. I'm shooting. Emmanuel, I'll let you talk in a little bit, but now Valh just transferred me the perfect transition to say this. I'm shooting. I'm not gonna get into details, but I'm shooting a short film on Saturday. Then I have a commercial on Monday, and then I fly to Orlando on Monday night, and then I'm pretty sure that happens on Tuesday or Wednesday already, the documentary. So shooting like the 2 days before I go, or 3 days before I go, and then shooting on the day that I get there. So that's gonna be exciting. It's exciting, and it's a good variety to kind of compare the work in South America with the work in the U.S. because I'm gonna work with a crew here in a film, a narrative film. I'm gonna work with another crew here on a commercial shoot, and then the next day I'm gonna work with a crew there, but in a documentary. So it's like 3 different types of filmmaking, you know? So I'm super excited for that. Okay, Emmanuel, do you wanna jump in and talk about some of the work you're doing and then the stuff we're gonna do together when I'm there?
Oh, for sure. I'm very excited. This month is actually very busy for me. I have a commercial shoot on Friday. On Monday, I have I don't know necessarily if it's a commercial shoot, but it's like a drone footage shoot. Getting a lot of drone footage. And then 2 weeks after today, we are doing a whole big event shoot. So we're doing all event coverage. It's 4 days straight of just getting straight footage. I hired Fernando, I hired Valh, and I hired one of my other friends. And it's going to be a good time. It's going to be us going around having fun, capturing footage, making sure everyone's having fun. And it's a big event. I think it's one of the biggest events we've shot as like an event shoot. So that's going to be very fun. The whole team's included. I'm actually having a meeting in the next 2 hours with the people scheduling it and making it happen. And yeah, we're gonna have a whole meeting. We're gonna have a schedule. We're gonna plan all the shot lists out, and it's gonna be a fun time when we finally do that. Other than that, I have a couple things in here and there. Next month, I'm going back to Las Vegas, and then the day I get back to Las Vegas, the next day we're going to go see some films at the film festival. So it's gonna be an interesting week for sure.
Yes, that's
It's
awesome.
crazy,
Yeah.
guys. I think I'm having like this flashback from last year. We couldn't even we had so much that I felt like that year was 2 years.
Yeah.
Before and after you came.
But
like,
I think this is
literally.
happening again this time because
It's happening. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Now
Like
I'm
there's so
I'm
many gigs going
and
on,
then
so
I'm
many
gonna be
events too.
out first week of November. I'm gonna be in LA, so
That's awesome.
I'm going right back, and then we're having all the film festivals.
Yes.
Can't wait, guys.
That's super exciting. So I have this shoot here. Before I go, I want to talk a little bit about the two things I'm doing here and then the thing I'm doing when we get there. So with Emmanuel, when I get there, of course, later this month, not exactly when I get there, but like a week after or something, we have the event. So that's like another type of, I would say not even filmmaking, but videography. So just capturing whatever's there. You don't really have control of the story. You don't even have control of like the lighting. You just get whatever's going on there and get the best shots. You can still make it cinematic. You can still make those shots look super cool. We do a lot of slow motion when we do that kind of shoot. I like using a shotgun microphone to capture the sounds that are going on in the event. And I think editing is super important, right? Are you gonna edit that one for the event shoot?
Yeah, I'm doing all the editing. We already kind of talked a little bit about all the videos we're going to be doing, but we haven't sat down and have a confirmation. So that's what the pre-production meeting is for, I guess. And then once we nail everything down, we're going to have a whole shot list. And yeah, we're going to jump in there and just get all the footage we need.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, those are a few of the tips that I would give also when getting the event coverage, really. Having a good lens that you can go, for instance, I'm going to take the 12-35 or usually the 24-70 so that you have that range, right? Mm-hmm. And shooting 60 FPS is usually good because then in post-production you can slow it down, have those cool slow-mo effects. That's always good to do. Yeah, I like event shoots. They pay well. You just don't have that creative control that I was talking about where you don't have the lighting that you want, you don't have the characters, the direction, but you can still tell a really good story on an event shoot for sure.
Yeah, it's exciting. Yeah, so I'm pretty much hiring Valh as a social content manager. So there's going to be a whole social media team in the background, but she's going to be the one on location, getting social media content, getting stuff for the people to be able to post that same day. So she's going to be getting photos, be getting video clips, be getting iPhone clips, all that type of stuff. And then every 2-3 hours, there's going to be a turnaround of the footage, send it to the team, and then boom, they're going to post it, whatever they need to post that day. Boom, 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 and then they get content that day or the following day, just to make sure that everyone knows that the event's going on. Everyone knows, things are going on that week.
Yeah, I think that's super important. I think that's super relevant because one thing is having this really good brand video or event video that it's a highlight of the whole thing and it comes out a month after or a week after the event happened. Mm-hmm. And another thing is just having content for social because one of the most important things with social is posting it as it's happening, right? So I think that's super smart that you guys are doing that. I like that idea.
Exactly. It was an idea Emmanuel had, but I had prior experience doing, just social media work that goes fast like that. And I'm like, let's do something like that. And then just like, it works.
I love that, yeah.
It'll work better than we think.
So we have, after I get there, we're going to do some podcast episodes with some guests, which is going to be exciting. We're going to bring in people from
in-person
filmmaking.
podcasts too. There's going to be some in-person ones for a month or two.
Yeah, so in person, for sure, that's gonna be exciting. Having guests is gonna be cool. Guests from filmmaking, guests from art, guests from other creative fields. So that's gonna be super
You know what we should
interesting.
do? We should do an episode when we're in Miami. Talk to one of the filmmakers.
Yeah,
Bring your
yeah,
cameras, bring a tripod. Do it in the hotel room. Boom,
yeah.
boom.
Something simple. Maybe the production is not as good, but we can still do something more where we get someone super interesting to be part of it. I like that
Yeah.
idea a lot. Yeah, for sure.
Be perfect.
Let's do it. So we have a film festival in Orlando to go to. We have productions we're gonna do together. We have a film festival in Miami, the Hollywood, Florida Film Festival, and then later in December there's one in Tampa. It's the first year that festival is running, and it's for the film we did together called Roadside Assistance. We did that like December of last year, so it's so cool to see it coming full circle. I love this. I really do. I got super excited. We're doing EDC this year, but Emmanuel's not going to that. Emmanuel's being hard. It's hard to convince this man to go out these days. I can't get him out.
Me,
He is
me
the
either
youngest,
going to
yes.
Vegas and getting paid, or going to EDC and wasting $300.
Okay, I get it. Listen, I get it.
It's
It's okay.
wiser.
I'm gonna be
The
in Las Vegas
youngest-
like, I'm gonna be gambling. I'm gonna be going to Miami with like $2,000 from gambling. I'm gonna just do my
Okay.
thing.
We know who's gonna pay them. No worries,
Yeah,
Fernando.
yeah, exactly. Well,
have
thank
fun.
you. Because the currency here right now.
You guys are gonna go to Miami broke from EDC. I'm gonna be over here renting yachts, renting boats. Only if it goes well gambling. I might go back with like negative in my bank account.
That's true. You might
Don't
lose
do it.
money too.
Or if what happens last year happens this year again, I get a client in Miami the same week, and then I get paid and
That
I
was
use
good.
that money
That.
for the whole week. So that's-
That was good.
That was amazing.
I
Yeah.
almost
Yeah.
had a gig in Miami tomorrow and it got canceled last minute. So I was almost in Miami either way.
I am gonna have a gig for you guys in January that I am probably not gonna be there in person, but I'll try to send you guys to it. I am
As
still
long as it's not in
finalizing
Panama
it.
City.
No,
then
no,
I'll
no.
go.
It's more money than last time, and it's not a wedding. It's a
Okay.
it's a brand shoot. But hey,
Yay.
if you start playing hard to get, I'm just gonna get one of those guys that call themselves a filmmaker and shoots with the iPhone. I'm just not gonna hire you anymore.
You know what? I like iPhone footage. The iPhone 15 looks really good.
No, the new iPhone, dude. I want to make a whole film of that shit. Seriously, that camera.
Seriously.
Let's do a
Seriously,
short film with the iPhone.
Who has it?
I'm gonna start showing up on set with just a phone. They're like, "Where's your camera?" I just show up with like my phone, like it's right here.
They
See what they
did a music video of Olivia Rodrigo. Her song, her whole music video is shot with the iPhone. But they put like a bunch of shit. They put like lenses. They put that thing on a rig, and it's like driving through the street. I'm like, bro, that's not iPhone
At that point,
footage.
it's just like fuck me then. At that point,
iPhone footage, but it's like inside a RAD camera.
right? It's like it's behind the red sensor. It's there. It's not being recorded though.
Hey, we had an iPhone there on set.
They have an Airy, but they take out the logo and they put an Apple logo on top.
Yeah, like dude,
Oh, it's an iPhone.
it's not the iPhone. It's not the iPhone footage. But anyways, so we have the event, we have the documentary, and we have a sci-fi short film that I'm finalizing the script right now. And guys, I'm putting together the A team. I swear, like these people I'm getting to be part of this, I'm excited. I'm getting Joey to do the lighting, the gaffer with you guys, and he is crazy good. I'm gonna have Valh and Brooke on the art department, as well as helping Joey out, and Manny, DP, bro. The stuff I'm getting with this guy from Valencia, getting a really nice cast and crew together. So I'm excited for this one. And yeah, kind of similar to Roadside Assistance in terms of the production, probably like 1 day shoot. Shorter, super like, it's like a microfilm maybe, because it's like it's like 5 minutes long. But like straight to the point and like best cinematography ever. Super nice little story. I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited. Did I say sci-fi? It's not a sci-fi. It's a thriller this time. There's no
You said
aliens.
That's what you say.
There's
No
I
aliens?
do too many sci-fi. That's why it's a thriller. It's scary for sure, but there's no aliens or monsters involved. It's just
Psychologic.
it's more of a psychological thriller. It has a killer who you don't think is the killer, and then at the end, it's the actual killer. So there's a plot twist, big plot
And
twist
at
at
the end, it says psycho killer.
Well, I'm going between two names. One of them is, I think it's kind of cheesy. Del Marco came up with it, and I think it's good, but I think it's cheesy. It's Lady Killer. And then the other one is Night Shift, because the whole story is about this guy that works at a gas station at night. So it's called Night Shift. So I kind of like that name better. But yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that one.
Lady killer.
We need to get a gas
fun
station.
fact, like random fact right now. There's a serial killer from Mexico who they she wears like those the lucha libre type of thing, you know,
Yeah.
the mask and stuff. Okay, so she wear those. It's called La Mata Viejitos, which
My
she
God.
kills all people. She
That's
works with
crazy.
old people and she kills them. And she's like literally this lady who is actually also a fighter, a street
Oh
fighter.
my God. But she doesn't she actually kills them, or is this the story?
No, she's a serial killer.
Oh
for
my
sure.
God, I'm gonna look that up. Yeah, it my
La
film has
Mata
something.
Viejitos.
The old people killer. That's funny.
That's scary.
That's
Guys,
scary, right?
I want to hear if there's any tips or things that you're doing for these projects that you want to give out. Some specific things for filmmakers, for creatives that you want to talk about. Because I have a couple of things I'm doing that I think are pretty cool for these projects. So if you can kind of summarize some tips or some things you're doing. Emmanuel, if you want to start.
Yeah, I would definitely say I'm gonna jump into this like little side story, real quick. My friend called me up and was like, "Hey man, I'm getting the FX6s, so I'm selling my C70s." I think I told you guys that story. And he was like, "Yeah, I'll sell it for super cheap." And I was so tempted because right now I'm shooting with a Blackmagic, but I'm so tempted to get that camera. But I always tell everybody else that has that same similar situation, it's like, is that camera going to make you more money right now, or is it just going to be something you want? After 2 days of thinking about it, I was like, let me not put a couple $1,000s down for a cinema camera that I don't necessarily need right now. Instead, invest it more into business and locking down sales and locking down clients. So instead of doing that, instead of buying a cinema camera, I put money into a couple courses on how to sell and how to lock in clients. So I guess like the moral of the story is like, especially once you start getting into a couple like years into your film career, it's like you want to lock in more clients with the equipment you have now. And with basic equipment, I'm pretty sure you can lock in a couple $1,000s a month. And you don't have to stress out about getting the best gear because you can usually just rent it out. That's my advice. I guess that's my tip. And hopefully,
invest
with a couple,
wisely.
right? Invest wisely. Yeah, maybe in a couple months I'll buy that camera, but it's good to not buy it because of your wants, rather than what's really gonna help you either lock in a deal or lock in a sale or just get better production value with the budget you have.
Yeah, I want to talk a little bit about the stuff I'm doing on this one. So the short film I'm doing in Brazil before I go, it's going to be something very different for me because it's going to be very intimate about one character. It's a woman. She's writing all of this poetry to this guy that, they had to go their separate ways. So she's writing this poetry to him, and it's going to be very much about a dream. It's really going to be a big part of it's going to be about her dreaming of him. So it's going to be very surreal and subjective. So we're going to get inside her mind and I'm super excited to just throw out all of the ideas I have. I'm gonna direct NDP that film, and I don't like to direct NDP, but in this case I open an exception because it is one character and it's one location. So it's really about our connection, me as a director and her as an actress. So it's not a lot of acting going on, so I'm confident I can do both. I'm gonna use a lot of really cool aperture lights, just colorful stuff. And the cool thing I'm doing this time, I'm using the Black Pro Mist filter on the camera to create those really nice highlights that are kind of blurred highlights. So I'm excited for that. And if I really enjoy doing it, I might use that for our short film when I get back to that filter. So
Yeah.
Cool. Well, on my side, I'll say I've been scheduling weekly. I don't think more than 2 weeks for something, because like if something come up, I can still manage to get busy for the days I'm giving up for the documentary. So for Stacy, I already prepared with her their questions. We went through it. She's already in the mindset I needed her to be at, and that day we're just gonna make a smooth and really open-ended kind of interview, so we can kind of intertwine with the interviews we already had. And you know, in the past you weren't there, but that's kind of the method I did for the volunteers, and it worked out. It really worked out for me to be planning for the questions beforehand and all that, because like when I was directing, it just felt like I knew about them a little bit more than just everyone else in the room, and it was easier for me to pull up some of the answers I wanted. And yeah, I think that's how I'm preparing for that specific interview. And then looking for the rest of the documentary, I'm just trying to, well, we were talking about this, Emmanuel and me, yesterday, and we're going to kind of focus on getting the interview first. And then as I come up with a rough cut, and at least have the narrative set up, we're gonna go and gather all the B-roll. So we're gonna use November more for that side of the story, and yeah, just preparing
awesome.
the questions.
Yes,
That's
sir.
awesome. Yeah, with this short film I'm doing, there's a lot of voiceover going on. So what I'm doing is I'm recording. Like I kind of have a scratch track of what I want as the voiceover to follow, and her poetry reading through it. And then I'm gonna capture all the B-roll on Saturday, and then I'm gonna go in and throw in that scratch track, and then I'll see if I need her to re-record anything so that we have a new voiceover. Because you really don't know until you have that first draft what things are gonna look like, what you want the voiceover to be. So that's kind of how I'm doing it in terms of structure. Yeah. So I'm excited.
Absolutely.
Cool, guys, we have like 2 minutes left. So is there any last 30-second things you want to say, or are you just excited to get guests involved?
Yeah,
Yes.
Next episode, guys, watch out for guests. We're going to have a special guest, maybe guests on every other episode until maybe Fernando leaves, or who knows, maybe we'll see how available we are. But we definitely want to start adding some guests into it, so you guys stay tuned for that.
Cool.
Yeah, finally, we're gonna try to make our little set and have the podcast live. Yay!
Yes,
do
awesome,
it.
excited. I'll see you guys soon in America. Next episode, I'll be there.